Hi, we are Team 27 and we will present process proposal with this paper. This is the goal of our project. We will treat node classification problem. From the last proposal presentation, we suggested 3 improvement approaches. With this background, in today's presentation, we will follow these 3 big contexts. First, testing paper's model with the other dataset. And second, using real-world dataset with paper's model. And last, applying graph transformer network into the paper's model. We try to build code to carry out this paper replication project. The figure below is the diagram of a breadth function and the depth function, which are the most important concept of the receptive path. The performance of model varies depending on the placement order of these 2 functions. By this configuration, it is divided into Juniper's model and Juniper's lazy model. Fortunately, we could find Juniper's basic code from GitHub. However, the code was not official one, and the performance of this code was really not good. In order to overcome this limitation, we should modify the model by directly tuning it in various ways. The following is the dataset information mentioned in the previous proposal presentation. We apply these 3 publication dataset to the paper's model. And here is the result of applying the impact model to each dataset. The table is divided into 2 models, GNPath and the GNPath lazy. As you can see, the PubMed dataset showed the highest prediction accuracy. And the following is the Cora and the Sightseer. However, the PubMed dataset result was about 4% lower than the accuracy mentioned in the paper. So we felt the need to tune the model more precisely later.
We are going to run a test, see if the GNPath or the model we are trying to improve better applies to real industry data. In GNPath, they utilize Alipay's dataset as real-world data, and it is used for malicious account detection. And we will use Kakao dataset to test whether GNPath or the model we are trying to improve can be used for abuse detection, a kind of node classification. Kakao dataset is an actual graph data created for this project, and we hide the confidential parts. The Alipay dataset is a type of account device network. In this project, we do not use this dataset. Instead of Alipay dataset, we use Kakao dataset. We create network to perform the task of detecting the spammer who is sending spam message using KakaoTalk. The dataset is random sample during 1 week. Because it is actual company data, all data is encoded. It took a lot of time to collect and pre-process the data. The reason why GNPath can be applied well to abusing detection is as follows. In order to detect the spammer route, neighbor node information is required. Normal neighbor user can give information, but sometimes spammer's coworker can actually give more information than normal users. In particular, when another neighbor connects to the coworker is a spammer, these 2 hop nodes provide great information to detect the root node as a spammer. Therefore, if we can find a receptive path in Kakao friend network, we can use it on spammer detection well. Kakao dataset is tested in a transductive setting, and the details are here. We learn 4 models using Kakao dataset. As you can see, the performance of GeniePass are similar to Alipay dataset. So you can see that finding the spammer's receptive paths help the abuse detection. There are a few things that can improve performance. We can try to enlarge the data set and use more fine-tuned sampling strategy. Also, we can extend the friend relationship type.
From now on, we will explain in detail the results of our improvement plans and experiments mentioned in the previous proposal. Our first approach is modifying the GeniePass's model architecture by using transformer and graph transform networks. First, in the case of approach to convert the LSTM of GeniePass to transformer, it was difficult for the transformer structure to reflect all the intentions of GeniePass's depth function designed as LSTM, and as a result of simplifying some parts and fitting it into the transformer structure, the training did not go well. So we focused on the second idea, integrate the concept of recently proposed model, named as graph transformer networks, which achieves the state-of-the-art performance on the heterogeneous graph dataset. To further explain the description of GTN, this paper deals with the representation learning method of heterogeneous graph like GeniePass. However, in GeniePass, all types of edges are the same, while GTN generates the composite relations for generating useful multi-hop connections called MetaPass. So we think that applying the GTN's idea to the GeniePass would give better performance. So we split the adjacency matrix of nodes of graph according to their edge type and generate multiple graphs considering the meta path between graph nodes. And applying the GeniePass's algorithm to the generated graphs to classify class nodes. The implementation is complete, but the training process has taken a long time, so the results have not yet been obtained. We will report the results in the final report and presentation. Next, we add some graph regularization techniques to improve GeniePass's performance. It has been reported that in iClear 2020, the drafting the edge of graph randomly like the general neural networks dropout technique. It prevents overfitting and improves performance. So we applied this technique into the original implementation of GeniePass and report the performance. As a result, the dropout techniques increased the model's performance on the test set by an average of 5% in the transductive learning setting. We will experiment with the inductive setting soon. And our final strategy was using mutual information to find a good receptive field. After field review, some of reviewers gave valuable feedbacks and recommend related papers. So we let them and we are still developing the ideas. For the rest of time, we are going to focus more on this idea and experiment. However, it is not an easy to try approach, and there is not much time left, so we may leave it as a future work. So this is our final plan. First, after completing the performance recording by applying all of the improvement techniques mentioned above, we will develop a mutual information approach. So the remaining period is not long, but we will do our best. Thank you.